Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Rob here with the RPP, the Right Power Pooncast. We're gonna make everything work. I'm always having fucking technical difficulties, man. Ah, damn, dude. Just give a motherfucker a break, right? Anyway, I want to get into something. I want to keep a video light. I'm a big fan of the Whatever podcast. We're going to watch some Whatever podcast clips, and let's look at some horrors. So, okay, well, let me go over here, and here we go. Here is Whatever clips, whatever, to the power of the deuce, which is a thing that I like to take. A shit. Be a
What do
fucking
you think
queer about
is
it.
the male equivalent of giving flowers to women? So like as a, or a female equivalent, they probably would say.
What's a good
Like,
question?
what we do to a man. To a man, that would.
How about this? I got the idea. The female equivalent, let's say, of like a man giving flowers to a woman, I would think would be I don't know, not mind fucking him, giving him a little peace and fucking quiet, letting the man enjoy his hobbies, because men deserve that, and be good to your men. Gotta love your man. Just keep going.
That would be equivalent to giving flowers. Like, what do you do for Christian? Sex. You're like, I give you sex.
Look, Brian's face looks so wide. He's gained a little bit of weight, hasn't he?
No, you want a blowjob? What do you do?
All right, so the question is, what is the male equivalent of giving flowers? So I guess,
Sorry about that, you motherfucker.
is it the female? Would it be the female equivalent, or what would be the female equivalent of giving flowers?
Whatever. I think she
Wait,
fucked
hold on.
up.
What would be the right phrasing on that?
The female equivalent of a male.
What is the, hold on, I want to phrase it properly.
What is goddamn fucking retard posturing? What is the female equivalent of giving a fucking woman flowers? A man gives a woman flowers. What is that female equivalent? Mother. This is why I can like really fucking like I feel Bryan Atlas's pain. All right.
And give women flowers, what would be the equivalent thing that women do?
I feel like I've been taking up a lot of time.
We're going around the table.
Okay.
So just
Whatever, you chicken nugget nose looking bitch.
I mean, I have two answers. I think the cute answer is scrunchies, and I think that the more
The fuck
real
is-
answer is probably like putting on cute lingerie and things that.
Nick, unmute, please. Go ahead.
Nick, on me
I
that.
think there's two answers. Probably the cute answer of like, here you can have my little scrunchie as like a little thing, and then also
The fuck is that?
and then
Scrunchy. Okay.
yeah, it's like a cute
Goes scrunchy.
giving someone a hoodie.
A used thing with your that's in your hair.
That she doesn't have to fucking pay.
Men don't really
Or-
want that. I don't know. As a man, like
Yeah,
I don't know what you
Women like flowers. Men don't like scrunchies.
What was the second thing?
lingerie and putting on a cute lingerie
So
outfit.
something for you.
No. Putting on the lingerie and then, the sexy date night or whatever.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
So okay, the something for you.
What is for me?
I don't understand.
The lingerie is already owned. It's not like I'm.
I want to ask the chat about the lingerie thing. If you've already slept with a girl dozens of times,
I don't think there's a problem with that.
You don't like.
do you care? Like, does lingerie?
God damn it.
Chat. Do you? Oh my God, she's in lingerie.
This Targaryen bitch.
Sight of her in lingerie.
Just get it off.
Is really no. What?
I mean, flowers aren't exactly
Hold on.
like the
I want
craziest
to
thing
read
ever.
that.
It's a cute
I want to
gesture.
read this.
I mean, flowers aren't exactly like.
Oh, come on, you fucking. Okay. Chair 1 is detestable for laughing about Ukrainian men being unallowed in war. Oh, she did that? Yeah, that is detestable. Okay.
Get it off.
Is really no. What?
I mean, flowers
Wow.
aren't exactly like the craziest thing either. That's a cute gesture.
Yeah, but
Flowers.
the
Yeah,
equivalent.
but you're paying for them.
Okay.
I don't think so. But
Well,
okay.
what would you want as a man?
Well,
instead
I'm
of
I don't know. Buy him something for his hobby.
So what do you think?
Baked good.
Oh yeah.
Baked good.
And I've done
I
that.
like that.
I've never given a man a scrunchie or lingerie as a gift in return for flowers.
girl in red,
but
she's-
I've made them
she's,
banana bread.
That'll do
So I think that's,
Banana bread would be good.
and
Yeah.
that's what I would like give. Like I took time to make banana bread, and I thought of you, and I gave it to you.
That's a.
Okay, that's pretty
That girl.
good. You.
It's a good answer.
Oh my God, this bitch right here. Let's just say I'd like to make a bit of a quick. I want to talk about the girl in red. She's adorable. Deep voice as a motherfucker. Her voice is just about as deep as my voice, and my voice can get very deep, and it just depends. Metal fucking singer, screamer. I've destroyed it. I probably got big fucking folds in there. Probably looks like a banged out fucking twat. But this bitch right here, let me go back over here. This bitch right here, Jesus Christ. First of all, she's tall. You can tell she's tall unless she's sitting on a fucking thing. Because I know on the whatever podcast they actually have booster seats, and sometimes every one of them uses a booster seat. But I have a feeling, I don't know, man. There's something weird about that girl. I don't know. This bitch right here, Targaryen, whatever, the dragon rider, the dragon cock rider. Fuck.
What about you?
I was gonna say respect.
You should do it all the time.
That's the equivalent.
I feel like that's what men want.
Men do want that, but
Yeah, but you can
But if
Man.
when I give a man a bouquet of flowers, he's gonna feel disrespected.
buy me a couple pack of smokes, bitch.
thing. But what would be an equivalent?
I really like her answer, like
food?
making a baked good. Like men really do
Have you
appreciate
done
that.
that?
Absolutely.
Okay, what about you? What do you think? What's the equivalent?
All right, man. Do you think you give your wife flowers, your girlfriend flowers, and she pops up and fucking, do a baked good? Now, this is something my wife would do, but she knows that she would do that. If I was a baked good guy, she'd do it. But I'm not into sweets. I gotta be really in the mood. I mean, obviously, you can tell by my build that I take care of my weight. I'm basically consume protein, greens, and I try to stay away from junk food. Now, I can say definitively, this past week, we got a big fucking bag of fucking junk food, and I've been going fucking at it. What generation got into eating ass like groceries? Whatever that is, that I did that to the bag of fucking snacks. But, yeah, put down in the comments if you think that a baked good, because I feel like, you'd put love into it. She put love into it. If that's comparable to you spending, however much it costs for roses or whatever flowers your old lady enjoys.
Wait, can you scoot your mic to the edge of the table?
Yep, there's the OCD, that old Bryan Atlas, famous OCD.
I've given my exes like succulents or like cactuses.
She's succulent them.
That's nice.
I think that's like the
Yeah, something else to take care of.
plants. They're both plants. What do you mean? That's
They
cute.
live forever.
I guess that's true, right? I mean,
Yeah, they literally live forever.
yeah.
They take like you only have to water them once a week. And I love succulents.
like, great.
So-
She loves succulents.
Cute.
Brian's a cocksucker. He's a fucking asshole.
Candle and
I like him for that fact.
Okay. All right.
Cooking his favorite meal.
Okay.
Still working on OBS.
Yeah.
Probably taking him to an event he'd want to go to, or a massage.
Like the UFC?
Yeah, like the UFC.
Straight up.
All right.
I can dig that.
Whatever.
From you?
Yeah, definitely a warm cooked meal would be great. Yeah.
Okay.
Best way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
Ryan?
I mean,
Drop the bow.
I guess like
Big labiaplasty for Brian.
like she baked for me. I guess that would be pretty good. But a what?
Oh my god.
The bow?
The bow. I knew it. I knew he'd say the bow.
wait about.
What's that?
A video game.
A video game?
Yeah.
I don't really play video games, but
Bullshit.
that could
This
be.
man's in the World of Warcraft.
It likes video games or whatever. That could
Yeah.
be nice. A video game.
Hold on. I don't know how much you know about this man, but I was fairly certain that Mr. Bryan Atlas is a World of Warcraft geek. There's no problem with being a geek. I'm a geek. I mean, I look, but I'm a fucking geek. I'm a full-on retard geek. See that bright red light over here behind me? It's supposed to say fuck. Well, as you can see, still drowned out. Still fucking drowned out. Doesn't matter. I'm going to sit right fucking in front of it. Fuck him. Fuck him. Anyway, yeah. As a fellow fucking geek, not with video games, yeah, I'd take some Steam dollars. My wife likes Steam dollars too.
Little gestures.
A small gesture.
Yeah. But
Guitar pick flowers if they're a musician.
Wait, guitar pick flowers. What's a guitar pick flower?
A little
All right, there's some
romantic.
decent answers. There's some decent answers, but scrunchy and what was the other thing you said?
Well, fucking scrunchy.
Lingerie. I don't know, anything that you can wear with the next guy you're having sex with.
Oh my god.
I don't think that's a gift to me.
Whoa. That's fair.
That is that's heinous, but he's right.
That went nuclear quick.
I'm just
He's out of line, but he's right.
saying.
I know that my ex is appreciated when I dressed up a little bit. I'm not saying necessarily it's the best example of an equivalent. I think the baked goods and the succulents are better ideas, but that's just the first thing
I hate the word.
Like, I don't know if you should buy a woman lingerie. Because there could be some fucked up shit where, like, you guys break up, and not that it would really impact you, aside from and she wears that shit with the neck. Something about that seems fucked up.
Yeah, no, that is fuckity.
I do that to be petty.
That is fuckity.
Yeah, like, fuck him. I don't know. All right, we have a chat here.
Non-conforming 101 donated $200. Assuming you are in a monogamous relationship. If withholding money/resources is financial abuse, is withholding sexual intimacy sexual abuse? Explain the distinction if you think.
And fuck you.
That's an interesting thing.
Abstinence. No.
Money resources is financial abuse. I assume let's just say.
Biblically. It's not. Neither of them. Actually, withholding money is not abuse. Depending if you're the guy that makes the money and you're withholding money because your chick is a fucking overspending nightmare and she's fucking with your budget, I would imagine that's not abuse. She can call it abuse. Women have no idea what abuse is until they're actually abused. I know what abuse is. Yeah. There's mental and physical. I've been abused both ways. Up the ass and the mouth. No, not really. I've been abused mentally and physically by a woman. Yeah. And I'll tell you this much. If you've never been through it, you don't know what's happening. But fucking withholding money, generally, it's done for a reason. It's not just like, I'm going to withhold money just out of nowhere for no fucking reason. I mean, if she's being fucking goddamn normal with it, if she's not, it's like, now, okay, on the other side, well, if that's considered abuse, withholding money is withholding sex from a man abuse. Well, first of all, if you're looking at it biblically, looking at it from the Bible, you're making me think a lot. It's still not abuse, but it's actually it's dereliction of duty, apparently. I don't personally think that's abuse, withholding sex. If you're doing it like in a retaliatory manner, I think that's fucked. I don't know. I'd have to look further into that. Let's get back to it. I'm sorry. This is called transformative content. Fuck you.
In the context of a marriage, to make it simple, is withholding sex sexual abuse?
No.
Is it to punish someone?
How about, is it emotional abuse
That's
to withhold sex?
It could be.
Yeah, if it's to punish the
Yeah.
person, then it's
that's
not
what I'm saying.
to do that.
Question for you guys.
A lot of things aren't nice to do.
If I step away on this topic, will you guys have 5 minutes to be able to talk amongst yourselves on this?
Sure.
Yeah.
Or will you need the guiding hand of a man to?
Oh my God.
We can talk about it.
Well, no, but I mean,
Wow.
We got a man.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, guide.
That was-
Guiding hand.
No, I didn't see it as a
These
drop.
bitches do need some guiding hands.
I don't think either of those things are abuse. Like, I think the term abuse should not be used in either of those.
For financial?
Terms.
If someone's withholding resources and money?
I don't think that's abusive at all. Like, I don't think that's
What
abusive.
would you think it is then? If someone
It's not very nice. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's abusive, but I don't know. I do think they're equivalent. I think financial withholding resources and withholding sex are the same thing.
Think about this
I do that.
hypothetical. If you're in like a relationship with someone, and let's just assume the gender, like the man.
Assume the gender.
Let's assume that the woman is like, every time she gets her paycheck, she's like trusting her man, and she gives him half of her paycheck.
God, that's a huge bitch.
Count.
That's a tall ass bitch.
And say that they're saving towards this common goal, but then one day when that common goal comes, it's supposed to come to fruition because of something
Hold
the
on.
woman said.
Hold on.
The man with.
I'm gonna do a donut operator. All right. I know I'm not live. I know. I won't go live because I don't wanna bust out a gamer word, because I am. I'm drinking. Could any of you save these bitches? And would you? Is there any saving? I think, you know what? I'm looking at them. The girl in the red, I don't know if her titties are real, but she seems cool. She seems cool. I mean, I wouldn't trade her for my wife at all, ever. But out of the panel that's visible, and I'll switch over, the visible panel here of these cunts, the pack of cunning runts, and, this fucking emu, fucking Big Bird. That's what I'm going to call her. She's Big Bird. And this is fucking Uncle Fucker, because she's a Targaryen or Targaryen, however you say it. The MAGA shirt girl, that one. She's one of the good ones. You can just tell. This girl, I don't know. I haven't heard her speak much. This girl is probably, she should have some red on in the form of a flag because, yeah. If I was younger, one night stand, sure. But I know you guys and your goth mommies, it's always a red flag. But I'm going to go ahead and let's hear what these bitches have to say.
Holds the money to prevent her from attaining, like almost to sabotage their common interest. What do you think about that?
That's fucked up.
Was the
That's fucked
contribution
up. That's
equal?
abusive.
What's the
Definitely.
display of the contributions?
That's a good question. I would say like 50-50 from each of them. Like
Okay.
they're both contributing to the savings account.
That would greatly
Man,
vary
shut
the
up.
answer depending on what
If it
the
was,
contributions were.
Let's say I make way less money than he does, and I contribute $300, and he's contributed $10,000, and he's withholding $300 from me as someone.
You do it.
You know,
You do it based on.
whatever.
You base
How
it.
would
Do
that-
you
does
do?
that- Like, because it's not 50-50, like I'm curious.
You do it based on the average
held, or is it supposed to be a shared activity?
I guess.
Okay.
Can I
so
add
yeah,
one more
what
thing?
we're
per capita.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So also let's make the assumption that the man told the woman that he's going to save the money for both of them because he's more financially responsible.
Holy shit!
There's also this.
What the fuck is written on her neck? Hold on, guys.
Allow me
Hold on.
as your man
Hold
to
on.
take
How
care
can
of
I
this.
zoom?
Yeah.
So like if you're
What
trusting
is
him
on
that
this fucking
and
Big Bird
doesn't
fucking
take the
Sesame
last
Street
because of something that you
bitch's
said,
neck?
he makes a judgment that
Fucking O'Doyle rules?
you financially. I think that's
Somebody's got to let me know
sex is
in the comments if you can read this.
Like-
I bet I have bad eyes.
It's not like a bank of my body is not like a bank of sex that you can come withdraw the ATM anytime you want. That's not how sex works.
I would probably beg to differ. If he wants to take a withdrawal, I feel like she might be a girl that, if she was in withdrawal, if he has the appropriate accoutrement, he can withdraw some sex, so she could be out of withdrawal. Next.
Sex is about like personal autonomy and sharing space with someone else and consent.
Personal autonomy.
And as long as there's consent, you know,
I'm sorry. I know I'm bad at this. But as soon as I hear consent, and don't get me wrong, there's such thing as implied consent. Couples do it all the time. I remember Andrew Wilson. He was debating with some fucking stupid cunt who was talking about, Andrew brought up the fact that he wakes his wife up with sex, right? He's like, I do it all the time. It's fun. He's like, you rape your wife? He's like, I guess, sure. I was like, she loves it. It's great. And he triggered the shit out of this bitch. And the thing is, if you've been with somebody long enough, I'm a married man. I've been with my wife for years. I mean, fucking decades now. And let me just tell you, you can wake women up with sex if you know them well enough and you know what they're about. And from a biblical standpoint, it's actually allowed if you're a religious person. There's implied consent. You know, can you imagine like being one of these people now that has to go around and be like, is it okay if I touch you? If I hold your hand? Is it okay if I kiss you right now? You know, and they start getting down, they're rubbing on each other, and it's like, is it okay if I take off your panties? All these things should happen organically. And if the chick doesn't want her panties off, she should grab them and pull them up. And then the man should know that is a rejection of consent. All right? Everything else, see, this stuff wasn't like this back in the day. Now, if it's something else, it's like if it's your boss or somebody, and then you have that whole power imbalance that these fucking goddamn feminists talk about and shit, which I kind of agree. You know, sometimes there is a power imbalance, and there, you know, for women, and this about that when it comes to women, this is what bugs the shit out of me. You got this whole fucking this whole breed of assertive fucking boss babe women. They'll fuck whoever, they'll fuck their boss or do this or that. And then they'll talk about it later and be like, maybe get talked into it by their friends. And it'll be like,
I felt like I couldn't say no.
And that changes everything, you know? And it actually becomes a crutch or a sticking point. But I mean, it varies from person to person, relationship to relationship. You know, there's cool bitches that are old school, that stick by their decisions, that don't fucking goddamn, fucking meta-analyze every fucking situation. And then there's stupid cunts that are waiting for the question. They're like, you didn't ask. It's like, you fucked her in the ass already, right? And then you're about to put your penis in her vagina, and you ask if you to fuck her in the ass, right? And then you just jam your penis. It's like, oh my God, you didn't even ask. It's like, well, you let me fuck you in the ass. The vaginal intercourse should have been implied. Anyway, I'm going to get back to it because now I'm talking out my ears.
It's like you can work out how you want to have a sexual relationship with someone, but if one party doesn't agree with the other, then it's not going to happen.
Stop it!
It's really important, though, with the expectations. So if your expectations of each other as a partner, like one completely just not drops down and that's no longer the behaviors in your relationship, I think at a certain point, that's not fair. It's not, I wouldn't say like fuck you, but that's not right. If the expectation and you're withholding to play games or get what you want or manipulate, it's very clear. It's pretty clear if you're able to discern somebody's intent and being able to look at yourself too. Like, what are we doing?
It's like manipulation versus abuse with the sex thing.
Yeah,
like it's manipulation if you're like, oh, I'm not gonna have sex with you tonight because you did this. Like, that's manipulative.
Well, I think
it depends on what they did, to be honest.
people are really. Why are we screaming like abuse? These are really serious words.
Why is that girl so red?
Repercussions, and
she's magenta.
Absolutely deserve that because I'm not out here.
I don't like this guy's hair.
SA is right.
I mean, I have all my hair, but
abuse?
I wish my hair was actually that color so I could grow it out without it looking like I'm wearing a pubic hair thing.
Oh, I could give you a lot of examples.
Oh my God, whatever with your fucking goddamn
Did you
ski slope fucking goddamn nose.
Withholding sex.
Yeah, I think that does not classify as abuse.
Okay.
That's
based.
Serious.
Yeah.
It's more manipulation.
You gotta be.
And so I think manipulation is different from abuse. Like, they're both bad, but they're not.
Let me tell you something about, all right, I was gaslit for a shitload of years by a woman, and I can tell you this much. It was very educational. Very. Extremely. Learned a lot. Yeah, learned a lot. If there was an award for best gaslighter of the century, kind of like that Billy guy that has that Donkey Kong score or whatever, and he's like, I'll have, they called me gamer of the century, I would got gaslighter of the century. The thing is, it's okay to know how to gaslight. It's okay to gaslight here and there. If the outcome is something that's beneficial to not only to first the person you're gaslighting, because especially women, because women can be like histrionic, ridiculous, may not know what they want. Sometimes you gotta mentally fuck them. You gotta mind fuck them into being normal, and that might be the way to get there. Might be to gaslight her, as long as the outcome is okay and it'll benefit her, not only you but her specifically. Do it. Learn how to gaslight. You have to use their weapons against them. All right.
Not the same thing.
I think
Own them.
sometimes though, because some manipulation can be emotional abuse, but it depends on what
Boys, are they real?
the context is, really.
I think for me,
I know those are real.
I kind of thought it was.
I know those are real.
If you are single, you don't have to share your resources with anybody. The baseline is you own what you own, and you are able to have sex or you do not have sex. And then in a relationship, it's
super.
Like in marriage, it's like the resources are shared, but I think if the baseline is you're probably not having sex with that one person, that's a little bit different than the expectation. Because like sex, I think it's specific. If it's like I'm directly refusing to have sex with you because I'm trying to get something, then you're using it as like a resource, and then that's
Using your pussy as a cudgel. I withhold the pussy because a pussy. She's using her pussy power. Look at this bitch right here. Look at this face. What's that face? What is that face? That's like, never thought of it like that.
a little bit like, okay, well,
That's fucked up.
yeah,
Whoever does that is fucked up in the head. That's absolutely right.
I think that's just a toxic
That's really
relationship,
toxic.
but I don't know, yeah.
Well, I would hope if you entered marriage that there would be plenty of making love and intimacy.
We're making love.
If
Man,
there's,
I don't know.
I'm gonna pause that and get out of full screen here. I'm gonna back this fucker up. You know, I really do love this podcast. The draft. Okay, this is a big thing that comes up in the whatever podcast. Bryan Analyst.
Well, I mean, look, as far as the definition of feminism,
Let's go.
my
Feminism?
definition of feminism would be women's advocacy. That's it. But that's not equality. So equality is something different. Feminism has completely failed at any point, at any time, to ever really care about equality. To be clear, there's nothing wrong with women's advocacy.
Let me be clear.
Fine. That's totally fine. I advocate for men. If women want to advocate for women, there's nothing wrong with that. But don't try to parade feminism around. Don't try to lie to us.
Who said I'm
and say that
parading it
it's-
around? Damn.
What's that?
Who said I'm parading it around?
Well, that is, I'm not saying you
Having an
specifically, but
opinion?
feminists, no, what I'm saying is,
It's Pusalaya.
do parade around and want to, think they have some sort of moral high ground by touting that it's this movement, this ideology is about equality when it just demonstrably isn't. It's
said that there
demonstrably about women's advocacy, but to claim that feminism is about equality, it's just
So women gaining the right to vote. You said at any time, at any point in history, feminism is not about equality. Women wanting equal
in totality.
rights.
So feminism in its totality has never been about true, pure equality.
I'm into
It's
femorism.
achieved.
Busting a femur.
It's not about equality. So what I mean by that is, yes, of course, there are some instances where it has fought for perhaps men had some sort of benefit or right that women didn't.
I'm gonna have to stop you there, Bryan.
Realized it. However,
Right, guy. Let's stop you there. All right. I'm a staunch anti-feminist. I fucking hate feminists. I hate feminism. I think we need to repeal the 19th. We likely should get all women out of politics. I think women should not vote. I think the vote should go to the household. I think a lot of, it's not just women. I think many people should not vote. I think in order to vote, you should be able to, you should have to take a test for one. It should be about civics. You should know all three branches of government. You should know some geography, basic high school U.S. history shit, and civics. But that's not it. There should be caveats for ages. First of all, am I retarded, or did I hear that the UK actually dropped the voting age to 16? Because if they did, there's a reason for that. The reason why they would drop the age to fucking 16 is because you've heard the saying, if you're not a liberal when you're young, you have no heart. If you're not a conservative when you get older, you have no brain. That is one of the truest statements I've ever heard in my life. Now, let me be real. Yeah, so I feel like there should be a lot of caveats, and I feel like we should get back to like stakeholder capitalism or a stakeholder fucking kind of economics in society where, you know, if you own property, if you're married, you know, one household, one vote, right? And, you know, some of the criteria, let's say you own a business and you're fucking 18, you know, you own a business successful, you should be able to vote. But if you're fucking 18 and you got nothing, you don't even have a work history, I think you should at least have 10 years of work history, not spotty ass work history. We're talking about at 5 years at the same place at least. It shows what kind of mentality you have. You don't want shitheads to vote. You don't want retards to vote. There's one thing that's true about almost everyone under 25. They're all fucking stupid. They don't have life experience. I mean, and maybe some of them do. That's what I'm saying. There should be caveats. Letting someone who's 16 vote, to me, in my mind, is the same as letting your fucking 6-year-old say, 6-year-old boy say, I am a girl, and you going, okay, and then we let him cut his dick off. Yeah. So yeah, repeal the 19th. Let's redo all this shit. Let's do some stakeholder shit. Now that I've triggered everyone, let's get back to this fucking fag shit. All right, where are we at?
as you bring up the voting rights or whatever. So do you know when women got the right to vote? What year?
God, I should know this, but
It was 1920. Yeah. So do you have something?
I was there.
There's different types of feminism as well, like intersectional feminism is one of them.
It's all
bullshit.
It's never been about equality at any point. So back to voting rights. Women have had the right to vote for 105 years.
Yes.
Okay. In order for men to have secured the right to vote, there is something attached to that called duty and responsibility. Women were able to secure the right to vote without any duty, without any
I didn't take any acid.
people have the duty. A lot of, like, what duties are you talking about? Like the ability to work? Women didn't have the ability to
You
work for a
tell
long
me
time.
what you think I'm talking about.
Why don't you just tell me what you're talking about?
I don't know.
So, okay, maybe you missed it. Forced military conscription, the
Okay.
draft, the selective
Who said
service.
Here it is. There,
How-
there it is, boys.
How
That's
is
a
it
great.
not?
Pause. All right. Let's talk about duty and not the poo-poo that comes out of your butthole. All right. And I don't know, maybe some of you will agree with me, maybe some of you won't. I think most men, I'm like I said, I'm a cusp Gen X millennial. I was born late 70s, 79. And a lot of us we're basically the last generation with some of the older millennials that went outside, that ate at the table, that we rode bikes, we were latchkey kids, we could stay out all summer, and some nights our parents didn't know where we were, but we were alive, we didn't have, a lot of us didn't grow up with tech, unlike me. I did. We didn't have the internet, but I had sort of the internet because I was a computer tech kid, and I learned about bulletin board systems and modems. So I had the first modem I had was a 2400 baud modem that I hooked up to my 386 Tandy SX 33 megahertz processor PC, which was a piece of shit. And so was the modem. But I was able to go on bulletin board systems and meet a lot of people. And most of the bulletin board systems I used were about coding, and so I can get examples for Turbo Pascal, which is now I think Delphi is. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna start talking about fucking tech or anything. But we are the last generation that went there. And I'll tell you what, there's no sense of fucking duty within some of these younger, not only women, but men too, or boys. I don't know what the fuck. But you got to think about it. If you grew up as an X or an older millennial, you were taught duty by your family, by your grandparents. Men are this way. And it's not about hitting. It's not about beating it into you. You were taught that men do this, and this is what we're supposed to do. And women were taught this is how to be a lady. This is what this is, and their fathers, the father, in every case, should be the prototype for all of her future relationships and her husband, and the finality would be her husband. Most women end up marrying if your father was, and this is the problem. If you're an abusive father to your daughter, guess where the woman's going to go? Well, guess where that girl's going to end up with? She's going to end up with abusive men that were like her father. If you don't get love at home, people find love in other places. Sometimes they find it at the end of a fucking piece of shit fist coming out of a guy that goes, "I'm sorry, baby, I didn't mean to." And then sometimes they find it in a line of coke or in a syringe. But in a lot of cases, that ends in tragedy. But when it comes to duty, even now, some of the shittiest guys out there, they still have a sense of duty. And the thing that I hate for men, and it's completely fucking true, this is just the truth. Men were throwaways. We are so disposable. Nobody cares about our shit. Women don't care about our shit. No, women don't give a fuck. If we talk about, what about men? Oh, poor babies. No, the world is set up just to fucking blah, blah you. It's no, bitch. We made the world operate around you. We have designed everything to accommodate you. And all you have to do is say, thank you. You don't even say that. Poor baby. In the comments, what do you think about duty? Not the poo-poo in your pants.
It's a great red herring. I'm happy to have a conversation about who set the system up. But first, we need to have
patriarchy, apparently,
on the fact that women have the right to vote.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pro-patriarchy.
Duty or responsibility to this country. Men do.
They have duties and
No, they
responsibilities.
don't. Tell me, which duty do women have?
Raising children.
That's not a duty.
Is it not?
No.
If you want to go, hold on, stop.
You're not.
If you want to go your whole life and never have children, will the government force you to have children?
No, but they will,
Force push, baby.
No, the government won't do anything.
The government, no.
No, and society doesn't even really care either.
Nowadays,
I mean, you had your fucking foreskin forced off of you before you could
It's a bit of a
consent.
like 50 years ago. Although women have been spinsters for a very long time, and there's really very little. Like if you live in pretty much anywhere, especially in like an urban setting, no, you're not going to be shamed if you don't have children. There's not going to be like massive social stigma. You're not going to be shunned. You're not going to be barred from like society writ large. So, again, I'm asking, what duty do women have to society or to the nation?
they're half of the population. They become,
Oh, that's your duty?
I mean, like, what
Women
kind
don't have a duty to work.
So what duty do men have then again?
Forced military conscription,
or
we go to jail.
Okay.
And so women have secured the right to vote for 105 years without any corresponding duty. And in order for men to be able to vote, they have to be subject to the draft towards forced military conscription.
Okay, then change it.
This chick?
Right, but exactly. So when we're talking about equality, though,
She's all right.
if it is, look, I guess to break down my definition of feminism.
Break it down, bra guy.
What's up? Okay, okay, feminism.
The lighting is okay.
Women's advocacy. Nothing wrong with women's advocacy. I don't believe it's equality, right?
Is my penis equality?
If feminism was truly about
Why does my mic smell like pussy?
it was a form of equality that somehow came to the detriment of women, feminists will not fight for it. In this case, the draft.
What?
In
But
this
I'm a feminist who agrees that women should be drafted.
Oh, really?
Do you think is there a massive movement? Are there women protesting in the streets with pussy hats or military helmets? Hey, we want to be drafted too.
Who
No.
wants to be drafted?
Right, but that's exactly it. Wouldn't
I would love to see that. I would love to see bitches in the streets, like, with signs that say, we want to be drafted, and then, but they still have pussy hats on. It's like, that's some pro-feminist shit right there. That is real equality. Because when women talk about, we want equality, it's like, get out of our bodies. It's always, and I say this constantly, they got nothing, because they're equal. We're both equal. Men and women are fucking equal. We are equal. We are equal. The only thing is, women just want to be able to abort their babies no matter what, at any time. This is what they want to do. But I can't kill my baby. That's it. That's all they got. Everything else is equal. In a lot of ways, women have way more privileges in society. Their sentences are lower. When it comes to crimes and in the judicial, the Dewey Decimal, fucking cunt. When it comes to crime, they get lesser sentences. I mean, look at all the fucking teachers, the fucking female teachers that are fucking their students, their male students. That is a huge thing. They get minimal fucking sentencing. Women, because of the Civil Rights Act and because of DEI, women get preferential loans, and they're more likely to be accepted into colleges. This goes for all women, white, black, whatever, wherever you're from. They treat women like women have more advantages than fucking amputees. Jesus Christ. All right, well, we'll go back.
achieve equality then?
You should start a movement.
What the fuck is this?
It's politically tenable. Trust me, any politician on the liberal side or especially the conservative side, you're not going to win an election if you think women should have to be drafted. But yes, it's not politically tenable.
So we can't have erections.
That's how it is. But that would be equality, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
You have something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
Let
me start off.
Let's see what Bird Woman has to say about the subject.
And I have
couldn't tell
personal beliefs behind that, but kind of in regards to what you were saying about women and war, if women are going to war, what are we fighting for?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
If women have to go to war, then it's like, what are the ideologies that fuel
You're fucking.
like conflict between nations? And the real question.
Let me just put it this way. I'm gonna say this. I did not pre-watch this. As a feminist, she said, as a feminist, they said, if women have to go to war, what are we fighting for? Basically saying that men are fighting for women. Essentially fucking making Bryan's argument for him or whatever. She's fucking her own argument up. Well, I know this podcast and now I watch it all the time. I know Bryan is a fellow OCD, so yeah.
Is what are you protecting? Because in my mind, men go to war, and forgive me if this sounds like a
Good, you're fine.
brutalist take, but men go to war
Brutal.
to fight
Come on.
to protect women and children.
Up.
And
Up.
hold on.
Up.
It's interesting you say that.
Up.
You just said you're a feminist.
I love you. Up.
How can you possibly reconcile the
Up.
two completely conflicting statements? Do you believe in equality?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so if men have a higher burden, a higher
Okay, no, up.
responsibility to protect women and children, that places men have a duty, and that places women in a privileged role in society.
Correct.
That's not equality. Feminism has just collapsed.
She looks bored though.
Okay.
The goth girl.
Can I follow up to that?
Of course.
Of course you can.
The first person to say that feminism does not create a safe space for men. It doesn't. Modern feminism,
True.
current iteration, does not create a safe space for men. I say that as a leftist. I say that as a feminist. I say that as somebody that would.
What is on her fucking neck? I cannot read it.
That's another conversation.
But I feel like as a feminist, it should be our number one gripe.
What is it?
Our number one thing that we criticize within ourselves is that, we should be, if we're fighting for equality and we're
Probably says cock queen.
vegetarianism of all, especially with like intersectional feminism, like you said, there should be a.
We walk the streets at night. We go where eagles dare. Don't fuck with any hoes, man. Vet all your fucking women.
Space that men can be a part of the feminist.
Sorry, I'm a retard.
Without feeling like their manhood or their masculinity is threatened by that.
Yeah.
And I think that the first step is by taking things like the conversation that you're having about war and about men going to war, or women being drafted. It's like, yeah, it makes sense. Oh, if we want the right to vote, we have to go to war.
Yes.
True.
Let's get into that.
Yeah.
Get into that.
Deep.
I just want to ask why you think it's so important that women should be able to be drafted.
It's not like I think it's super important, but I think that, if we are half of the country, I don't think that.
At least she's a.
I don't think that you should be held.
She's talking about real.
Personal opinion, but that is a very hippie.
Fucking.
I'm gonna take that.
Equality.
I think that women have a lot to offer, and I think that I don't see a reason why not, I guess.
So do you think if women were drafted into war, we would do as well in war? Like if.
Hey guys, if you think if women were drafted into war, they do as well as men on the front lines. I'll call it Operation Stand Behind the Bitches.
Women had to be in war, would we win our wars as easily as if it's majority men?
I think that, it's not to say that we're removing men from the battlefield, it's just adding more people to it.
More women.
More
better so I can get my tradition on feministic woman who has morals and hasn't been run through
we're gonna
from another
get women
country.
to go to war, then and men or women are all fighting wars together, then
who does that help?
Who does that benefit? What are we fighting?
I don't think
Who cares?
Yeah.
What about the women fighting for our country right now? To say
Yeah,
they
there are
shouldn't
women.
get drafted is pretty disrespectful to them because
They
they worked
volunteered.
so
Are
hard.
they? Yeah. All right. Well, it's not disrespectful to them. I mean, they're getting the GI Bill. They actually volunteered. I mean, holy shit! My fucking my sister-in-law. She was in the Navy for years. She's amazing fucking person. She was good at her job too. I met her while she was still in. Goddamn, her command voice was top tier, and you could tell when somebody actually fucking has the fucking balls, the proverbial balls, to make things happen.
They volunteered.
Yeah, and people who have like, I don't know the exact wording of it, but who like finished their term in the military.
Veterans.
Yeah, veterans. I feel like they should
be honored.
Yeah. Because women take time to join the military, and to say that they shouldn't be drafted would be like really disrespectful to all their hard work.
Okay, so that's a separate conversation. My position is...
I think she doesn't understand what she just said.
...deemed that we ought to have equality, that we need...
thinks the draft.
Women are equal. Okay, so women should be drafted.
How do you the same as fucking...
What do you mean, how do you get around that?
Well, I mean, I guess I'm sort of... You're fine with women being drafted. You are against it. I don't know if you're against it. I don't know if you're against... Yes, they should be drafted? Or yes, you're against it. I mean, again, though, you say you're a feminist, you believe in equality. I just don't know how you reconcile... the split's wrong. I don't know how you reconcile believing
Fix the split,
but also believing that women should be subject to...
Brother in OCD.
So, as far as like my stance on feminism, I think that, you know, what I was talking about was like...
Big Bird.
Having an ideal, or having a ideological standpoint that you are working towards or trying to achieve, and then, you know, the logical ramifications of like trying to get to that ideal.
I wonder if that...
I
wonder if that bitch was smarter before she fucking... the hair dye seeped in and fucked up her neurons. Just saying.
I don't think that men and women are equal. I think that men and women bring completely different things to the table, and that it's fine to say that. I think as a feminist, you know, even as just like a person, you know, like...
But the core tenet of feminism is equality between the sexes.
That's the ideal. Okay, that's the ideal. That's not stating what it actually is. You're talking about red pill and like seeing things for what they actually are.
So yes, I agree with you. Men and women are definitely different.
Yeah.
But if society has with feminism, if society has agreed that men and women are to be treated equally, then the clear extension of that needs to be applied, regardless of how much we protest and dislike it. Women need to be drafted. Point blank, period.
You think that women should be drafted if they
PvP.
The right to vote? That's what you believe?
Yes, that's what I believe.
Okay. And
I don't think they should.
That's wrong for women to be drafted.
No, I don't think it's wrong. No, it's not wrong in any sort of way. I do think it's the case that when it comes to soldiers, female soldiers are not as capable as male soldiers.
So are you agreeing with her that women should be drafted? That's the most egalitarian approach to women having the right
obviously
to vote?
There are some men who are more capable than other men, and we kind of draft them regardless. So in this case, yes, women are not as physically strong as men, but you wanted equality.
I wonder if anybody's going to disagree with that.
Equality, there should be equality. But my greater point here is going back to this idea of, okay, men in society have duties to society, women don't. So again, I'm asking you, what duties do women have to society?
Not fucking with men. I think you know what? If the only duty is don't fuck with men and give them peace, I can take it. I mean, they don't have duties. When he says duties, he means duties in a legal sense, like a duty to society that you don't do it, it's penalized by law. Now, I agree that women have duties to society. Duties to society based on a threat of imprisonment, no. Other than like paying taxes or whatever, you know. They don't. Men, when it comes to the draft, you know, I fuck, dude. I'm 46. If there's a draft now, you better believe I'll just go. They're not gonna want me. I'll just go. I'll just do it. But a bunch of boys everywhere. One of the softest generations known to date is going to be put out there. And also keep that in mind. We're talking about fucking a generation where fucking 90% of these people are self-diagnosed fucking goddamn autistic or fucking something like that. They've made themselves autistic. Their parents fucking... I'm actually like, I have this side. This is my own fucking hypotheses. Now, I feel like we went from a nature fucking autism, which is like based on some kind of change in our environment, with whether it be the food, things that have been introduced into our bodies at large over time, has caused autism or whatever. Quite possibly, because it just shows, you could see the data. The spikes in autism after a certain point are insane. It's like we went from it being a very, an extremely low number to a high percentage. And that should be concerning, and we need to find a correlation. But now, I have this idea of a nurture autism, which is basically having your kids have most of their interactions on iPad, online, very few social interactions, and you fundamentally they end up becoming autistic-like, and then they diagnose themselves with autism. And it's pretty close. It seems close. I know a kid. He thinks he's autistic. I don't think he is. I think he just grew up in the wrong time. I bet if I was let me say this much. If I was 25 now, with millennial parents, I probably would show some signs of autism. Because I just think it's the way that they deal with these kids. I'll get back to it. I'm about done with this one.
The same as any other person, contributing to society.
Do women have the same duties as men?
I think generally they're different, probably.
So what are the different duties that women have in society?
I don't know.
You don't even know? And you're a woman? You don't know?
I don't know.
You don't know because they don't exist.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Hold on.
Well, I mean, look, as far as the definition of feminism, my charitable definition of feminism would be women's advocacy.
Where the fuck did it go? Where'd it go?
That's it. But that's not equality. So equality...
Hold on. All right, I'm going to pause this real quick. Give me a second. We're going to get back into it. Un momento, por favor. All right. This is Rowdy Rob, Bobby Blood, Notorious B.I.G.O.T. Back for round whatever the fuck this is. Anyway, we were watching, oh my God, it's my dog. What? All right, anyway, let's go.
That kind of put the other side of it on the show.
Okay, so body count. Mm-hmm. Okay, and this would be evidence of misogyny. Yeah. How?
Do I have to explain misogyny to you, man? I mean, do you guys disagree?
Well, how about,
do I have to explain misogyny?
With our terms, how would you define misogyny?
I think that it is a system that upholds men over women.
A system...
Misogyny is a system that...
Beneficial for men primarily, but also still holds...
No, it's misogyny.
Like
misogyny, not that, bro.
Care and stuff like that.
Okay, so that's your full definition of misogyny.
That's bullshit.
System that upholds men over women.
Chicken Nugget nose doesn't understand.
I mean, you're sort of getting to it. I would define a bit, I guess more simply.
What would be your definition?
Oh, it'd be prejudice or hatred towards women.
Okay, yeah. Same.
So if you have prejudice or hatred towards women, that would be misogyny. Mm-hmm. Okay, right. Do you agree with that definition?
I think that's part of it, but I think that you don't necessarily need to hate women in order to
be misogynistic.
Certain stereotypes.
Prejudice,
and, things like that.
Yes, I agree. You can be misogynistic or prejudicial towards women without necessarily hating them. Okay, so, and I guess this...
Am I allowed, though? Can I hit the women?
Previous definition. System upholds...
I'm kidding.
Women. This would relate kind of to...
Kidding.
Which somewhat ties in with misogyny, but is much more doctrine mainstream doctrine of feminism. So, okay, with your definition of misogyny, I would then ask, what specifically do you think I believe that is misogynistic?
I don't know your specific beliefs, but I do...
I know your
I can generalize that you probably think that women should be more traditional, maybe not sleep around, maybe not have a sexual past. Is that true, or am I completely off base?
Just because you mentioned body count, I think it's fair to bring up. I do think promiscuity in both men and women is bad. Although even if it was my position that promiscuity, well, I mean, to be fair, I think promiscuity isn't quite as bad in men as it is in women.
Can you explain that?
In just a moment. I think...
I love how Bryan does that. He goes like, no, you're on my podcast, bitch. I'll do it when I want. Which is fine. Back.
Again, it's bad in both. I think that there are a bit of differences. So one of the reasons I think it's different is just simply it boils down to a difference in physiology and biology. So because women carry the risk of potential pregnancy, if a woman ends up getting pregnant through her promiscuity,
immaculate
that tends to have
conception.
typically at least a bigger physical impact on a woman, whereas yes, a man, he accidentally gets a woman pregnant and she keeps the child, that could have an impact on his life and he might have to pay child support. So I can do that, although I would still argue the comparative impact is going to be a bit worse as it relates to women. And this is just undeniable biologically. Because, for example, women can die in childbirth. Do you agree?
I mean, that's been documented, yeah.
Right. So then just the pure biological reality of promiscuity in women, if you can eventually die from participating in a sex act through
You can die from being on a motorcycle. You can die from die from driving your car.
You die from a lot of things.
Yeah, sure. And that risk is probably equally held between men and women, though. It's a bit of
true.
But I would say that yes.
What about the responsibility of a man getting a woman pregnant and then she dies during childbirth? I feel like it takes two to tango.
Right.
I mean, yeah, but that's a calculated risk.
That as it relates to promiscuity, yes, women do have certain risks when it comes to getting pregnant that men clearly don't. And there's a whole bunch of other reasons too. There's some social components of why promiscuity may be.
What social components?
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, just men's own stated interests. So, for example, women don't typically punish male promiscuity quite as harshly as men punish female promiscuity.
All right. We can go back to the beginnings of time here. Male promiscuity, which is bad. I don't think men should be promiscuous, just as I don't think women should be promiscuous. But the truth is, as someone who was promiscuous, and I've said this before, male promiscuity is celebrated amongst males, whereas female promiscuity is not. It's clowned on. We call them whores, sluts, hookers, whatever, we call them names they don't like. And that has always been, and it'll keep being that way. Women forgive levels of promiscuity in men. They don't even worry about it half the time. But men will pass over women. I mean, they'll fuck them. But they won't put a ring on it based on the fact they're promiscuous. It's just how it goes. I mean, it's just it's why you see dudes getting high fives and girls getting shamed. It's just what it is.
Promiscuity. Just in their own dating interests.
And that makes, I don't understand. So men.
That's the impact on women, yeah.
So
it might
do you
not
think
be
that
fair,
impact?
but...
Yeah. So you could agree it's not necessarily fair. Does that?
Life isn't fair.
I don't understand how that makes promiscuity worse. I guess it depends on how you're looking at it. From a moral standpoint, is it worse for women or more society? Because I can agree. Being a promiscuous woman is generally
like and subscribe.
Being
fucktards.
Pregnant and all these
do
other
it.
things. But
good things will come.
Has anything
In your
to do
mom.
with the morality of it.
Not in your mom.
Wasn't necessarily
in your mouth.
Making a moral argument.
Okay, then I'm a little confused what the argument is.
You're confused what the argument is. You were asking me, okay, well, we're getting down a bit of a rabbit hole, but essentially I was asking for evidence for how I or the show is misogynistic. And you said, well, Bryan, you have these views on body count. Mm-hmm. And actually, look, again, generally speaking, I don't think men or women should be promiscuous, but I also acknowledge the reality that when it comes to the differences there, I mean, do you dispute my first claim about the pregnancy risk?
I think that there's risks to anything, sure.
Well, of course there's risk to anything, but I'm asking about that specific risk.
Women can die in childbirth. This is correct.
Right. So if a woman is engaging in promiscuous sex, do you think that she's more likely to get pregnant than a woman who's completely abstaining?
I think that there are very clear precautions.
Immaculate.
I think that safe sex should be the priority, but
Okay, but if you were a betting woman and there was a woman who's engaging in promiscuous sex and a woman who wasn't, which one is more likely to get pregnant?
All right. Let's place bets. Which one's more likely to get pregnant? Which one's more likely to have STDs? Which one? Do you know? Do ya? Sorry, I'm sure my mic's peaking out. I'm still working on the sound, so fucking deal with it.
Probably the woman who's having sex.
Right. Yeah.
Raw.
That's a component of promiscuity.
This guy's face.
Am I being asked something?
Well, there's an asymmetry there. So, I mean, you were simply just asking, okay, well, why? My claim is that promiscuity in men and women.
This is the face of holding back Adderall.
Yeah. So that's.
This is a weird.
That's
this
one.
This bird woman.
That would be the case.
Oh my God, dude!
That is
I do not like this. I do not like that tattoo. That is the worst tattoo I've ever seen on a neck.
No.
I agree with his answer.
Right. Okay.
I cannot deal with it.
I'm guessing I'm failing to see.
I think if I had actually researched and found evidence, I'm sure I could come up with a claim. I can write you a paper later, but I did not prepare for this. So
Well, you provide.
I love that lady's holding up her hand.
I said that it's,
You could find the college student. I'll write you up a paper later. Great. Nobody wants your fucking paper. Jesus Christ, all fucking mighty.
vaguely misogynistic.
Yeah, how?
I feel like we just had this conversation.
Well, you mentioned something about body count, but I don't think that would establish that's
I think that
misogynistic.
pushing gender stereotypes and gender norms and things like that, I think, maybe not you specifically, but I think that there are certain guests and certain topics. I think it's supposed to make women look bad. And I think that it's, I would love to actually know that.
Oh my God, dude. It doesn't make women or guests look bad. It just makes only the guests can make themselves look bad. Hold on, let me see something. Holy shit, what the fuck is going on here with this bullshit? Did I fuck something up? Oh, I locked it. I don't need to see fucking Targaryen. Anyway, yeah, I'm still new. But only the guests themselves can make themselves look bad. And I know I got my little Right Power podcast up here, wherever the fuck it is, like right around here. Yeah, it's blending in. So, deal with it. I don't know. Go.
Statistics on your audience. I'm guessing younger boys.
Yeah, sure, we can do that. I will
You got grown adults in this motherfucker.
and then we'll jump into some of your claims there because we're not done there. What do you have?
I was just gonna say that I thought you were misogynistic before coming onto your show last time, but then I asked if you believed in equal rights, and you said yes, I believe. From what I remember, I asked that, and I think you said yes, but I know.
Mind changed.
Like, you do say, I guess after going on your podcast one time, I don't think you're misogynistic anymore.
Goth girl.
Had that 8-hour conversation with you.
Well, so in order to be misogynistic, if you don't believe in equal rights, does that inherently make you misogynist?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Do you think women should be drafted?
Yes.
Do you think women should be drafted?
I think that, yeah.
Okay.
I don't believe anyone should be
We
drafted.
got equal rights.
Well, I mean.
It has to happen.
Nation states aren't going to relinquish their right to call upon.
I'm not talking about
Hey,
politics. I'm just
I'm
like,
not gonna lie. All right, this is gonna be a little small tangent, but yes, the draft could go away, and you want to know how? When we get to autonomous robots, the draft will be gone. We're gonna have all those little fucking weird dog robots from DARPA, and then whatever the fuck they're coming. We're gonna get fucking crazy with it, and then we're gonna have Skynet, and we're fucked. So yeah. And you can blame fucking Larry Ellison and Sam Altman and fucking what's his name, fucking all of them X fucking all right, I'm a retard. You know what I'm talking about. All right. Fuck.
unbelievable. Isn't drafts and national security and that kind of stuff politics?
Nations are not going to relinquish their ability to call upon its citizenry in the event of some sort of military conflict. So we can say, you know what, there shouldn't be a draft, but the reality is there is a draft. Given that there's a draft, should also women be subject to it in the same way men are? Okay. Interesting. Although I do want to quickly Nick, get the PDF ready. Okay. Really quick though.
No,
we dive
don't
into
get the PDF.
Stats.
Let me see your stats, sir.
You circled that men should provide and protect. Which
You
is
circled, but why?
a role that is placed on them. And then you said men should be chivalrous. Okay, so if it is the case that me believing in more traditional gender roles would be evidence of my misogyny,
You're
given
calling
that,
me a misogynist. Yeah, no, I think
are
that-
you a misogynist? I guess a misandrist.
I think that I think everybody has, biases built in. I think that there's certain
That's
I
Miss
try to keep an open mind.
Mrs.
that
Andrist.
to Just be kind. That's a very hippie stance. I think
Oh my
chivalry.
God. Roses are red. Sandwiches grilled. Young couple bikes across Afghanistan to show people are kind, and gets killed. Yeah.
You know, just being kind, and I think in a relationship you should protect and provide for each other. I think that the question only asked.
I mean, just hold
you
your
asked me the same thing about women. I think that I would agree.
So men and women should provide and protect for each other in completely equal ways, not asymmetrical ways.
I think in similar ways.
I would never fucking goddamn ask. I would never expect my wife to be the protector where she has to go out and check the strange noise. I'm the guy that grabs the gun and goes out and does the sweep of the house. I do it whenever I hear a weird noise. I know nobody's home. Oh my God. All right. Well, I want to kind of do a quick one because I was going to do some Brandon Johnson shit, but to be honest, man, fuck that dude. Fuck Chi-Town, man. Chicago sucks, but this is one of my favorites, dude. Watch, please subscribe to whatever podcast. Subscribe to all their channels. It's not, to me, right, I know red pill content. This is not exactly red pill content. I'm not a red pill guy. I am actually, I'm pro man. I am pro male. And I'm also pro women. But what I am not is fucking pro fucking retardation. But I don't think that whatever is red pill. I feel like whatever is closer to it's closer to just pro man without being red pill. How about that? It's just male. It's like male advocacy. And you know what the world is missing is you got these red pill guys. It's not male advocacy. It's like, you know, you got your Andrew Tates, you got your fucking, oh my God, it says Wes Watson.
Flipped his cuffs, just blah, 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 just starts lighting them up. Now this motherfucker, he has a 7-inch banger hanging out his fucking ass when they strip us out. And never shit on somebody's fucking dreams. First you strip out, you show them your butthole, you show them everything. They ran into Manny from OC. No tats. He told his grandma he wouldn't get none. Everyone would tell me, Wes, there's a 98% conviction rate in San Diego County. I said, good motherfucker, because I'm the fucking 2%.
Who's just pro trying to make himself look like he's 6 feet tall. And the guy's fucking shorter than me. Like, I'm about 6 feet tall. And I shrunk. I'm 5'11 plus. I think that man's like 5'10. Big motherfucker. Well, he's juiced up like a motherfucker. I'm not. I'm just shit. Look at me. Regular old guy. Sitting here. I try to take care of myself, but, you know. I mean, my bones hurt, man. I'm 46. My bones hurt, bro. Man, my joints are all fucked up, dude. I mean, I'd show you my joints, but I have to fucking cut open my skin. I'd probably look like the T1000 or 800, whatever the fuck that is. But yeah, please subscribe to whatever. If you're a guy, this is the spot. These guys, the man run the podcast is Bryan Atlas. Sometimes, a lot of the times, you'll see a man named Andrew Wilson on there. If you don't know who Andrew Wilson is, if you watch Piers Morgan, he's on there a lot. Andrew Wilson runs, and also go to his thing. Andrew, like me, I'm not a Christian, but I watch a lot of Andrew Wilson runs a podcast and it's on YouTube. It's called The Crucible, and he's like he's a debate guy, blood sport debates. He's a pro-capitalist, anti-leftist, anti-communist, just like all these other people. And but he's a Christian, and I think he's into Orthodox Christianity, which is a pretty hardcore sect of Christianity, but it looks like the Christianity. So if I ever was to convert, that's probably what I'd convert to. Now, you know, you see me like I wear a cross, you know, doesn't mean shit, but you know what I do? I wear this cross because for the same reason I wear the Templar cross, because I am anti-Islam. And if you haven't noticed, in the past few weeks, we've had a lot of issues. And you can say whatever you want about whatever you want, but there's a problem. And they need to stop putting these Islamic terror attacks in certain countries. I'm not going to name what country, Australia, into the bubble of far-right extremism. because it's literally in a class of its own. Anyway, I'll try to do some more stuff like this. I appreciate you coming out and checking out the Right Power podcast. Here we are, we as in me, we're moderates. I am a moderate. I'm fiscally conservative. I'm nowhere near progressive. I'm a liberal that got forced into the right because anything right of Stalin became Nazi. But, you know, and look, I'm pro-Mexican. Check it out. I'm a blood. Just kidding. I'm not a blood. I'm not a blood. I'm not a gang guy. No, I'm here. I'm too old for this shit. Look, and I got a guitar. You know, I got a shirt. Usually I have a shirt. I got van stuff over there. Look, I got a beard, man. I don't even got a Bulls hat. Wait, that's a whole other thing. Anyway, man, you guys, I love all y'all. Please like and subscribe. I got some links. You can check me out. Check out the Right Power podcast on Twitter. I say a bunch of crazy shit. Most of the stuff I say on Twitter is against Islam, because I'm very anti-Islam. I'm anti-fucking communism. I'm anti-socialist, which doesn't mean I don't like social programs, but I'm anti-socialist because socialism, these people that, the democratic socialists are pretending. We need to destroy some of these people with policy. Not violently, with policy. Anyway, I love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Rob out.
Before I grow, die silent. When I grow, on a strike, no backing down. We might refuse. Run it down. Once you take, you try and step through the box. I'm okay, both the box, break the blood. All I do get on the